Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cowboys have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Kansas offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Lance Leipold is a six-time national champion at the Division III level, but last season a step back for the Jayhawks as they were plagued by turnovers and close losses.
Yeah, and Jalen Daniels just needs to stay healthy. This is a guy quarterback that when he does, and he's playing at a high level, this offense is just up and down the field. They're lighting up the scoreboard. They got to keep him healthy. He's got to be consistent. If they do that, Jayhawk fans will be cheering a lot.
Well, I think that's the thing that's fun, though. If you're a Rock Chalk Jayhawk fan now, you know you've got an exciting offense. You win a few more close games a year ago, there's no telling what that season could have been. So still a lot of reason to be excited about being a Kansas Jayhawk fan.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. They go to the draw. Slithers into space. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back on the option to give. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wyoming's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Anderson wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it pass. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cowboys will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He'll keep it himself. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Look out, he's got room. There he goes to the left. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. He now has 74 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Williams. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. This offense is racking up some yardage, but they've got to be able to finish the deal by scoring touchdowns. 3rd and goal. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boise State was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times before in southwestern Idaho, without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing is easy in college football. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. Fights off the defender. It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down and run. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Anderson will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the left. Inside the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
Brings up second down.
Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
The Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll start the third quarter with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll send the back in motion. Anderson wants to throw. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Finds the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Jayhawks look to do some damage in the red zone. The give is to Williams.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, bringing all these tight ends in the game, you'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Got it in the middle, it's Pickett. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarter.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for space. It's Scott. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. And the Cowboys have this offense rolling. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Anderson will throw. This time it's complete.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Gives it on the option. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cowboys! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
On to attempt the try.
Ball for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Wyoming, 7.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll pull it on the read. Ran through the contact. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Anderson wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Quick spin on the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Durr. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Get it out on the screen. Finding open areas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a grab for a big play. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Gotta find a completion on this one. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wyoming! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. When you dream of these scenarios, you never think the touchdown comes with 28 seconds left. It's always 3, 2, 1, horn, gun, ball game, and they got it done.
And that is heartbreaking for the defense as well, guys. They needed one stop, one big stop at a critical juncture of the game, and I know for them moving forward, that's a play they're not going to soon forget.
No, in ways I could have executed a little bit better, but the offense ain't feeling that way. They're feeling really good about putting that drive together when it mattered most.